Alright, I'm Bobby Rio, I'm back with Rob, and this is the final of the 3 myths that we wanted to sort of crush, stamp out like little ants that are corrupting guys, having them text all these wrong things to girls. And if you're one of the guys watching this, I feel you, because I was there for a really long time. I can't tell you how many girls that I let slip away. I was on Match.com for a while, and I had met these really great girls, and time after time, I would just lose them. They would like my profile, we'd meet in person, we'd go on a date, we'd have a good time, and I never got that second date, and I couldn't figure out why. And then I realized that I was just, everything that I achieved in that first meeting, I was killing over text. And luckily, Rob here slapped me in the face and kind of woke me up and kind of set me on the right track, and now we want to do the same for you. So let's talk about the final myth that is crippling your texting skills, and that is all about how you're asking a girl out on a date. And there's a few reasons that you want to pay really close attention to what we're about to say, because there's a few sort of hidden reasons why this is so effective and why you want to listen to us. So, yeah, and if you click the link below and you watch the video we put out where we talk about this key lock sequence that Rob kind of figured out, it really allows you to capitalize on this. And one of the great things, you know what, I'm going to let you describe the key lock sequence, because, you know, why should I take credit for it? You originated it, you taught it to me, I've used it and seen the results and love it, but you describe it better than I do, so go for it.
Well, the key lock sequence came from a lot of trial and a lot of error, You know, when I first moved to New York, I was getting a lot of phone numbers, and I was not getting a lot of dates, and I was not really meeting up with these girls that I really liked. And it was frustrating, so I was just determined to figure this out. I just said, you know, I have to unlock this. So I tried everything. I tried all different combinations of text, all different types of text. You know, I read dating advice. I tried to text in there. I did all different types of stuff. And eventually I sifted away the absolute most effective way to go about this. And the way to do it is sending just 3 texts. Because you send any more text, you know, you're starting to get annoying, you're starting to get weird, she's starting to wonder why, you know, you're not asking her out. So there's a sequence of 3 texts that you send out. That's this key lock sequence. And the real beauty of these 3 texts is that I found that girls are going to say no to you when they're in a logical state of mind. When you say stuff like, hey, what's up? Logically, she's going to respond, hey, nothing much. Or you say, hey, how you doing? She's going to logically respond, I'm doing okay, or I'm doing well. You know, whenever you're setting up this dynamic where you're asking these sort of pleasantries, which we talked about, you know, in the video yesterday, you're setting her up to respond to you logically. And when a girl's making a sexual decision, you know, whether to meet up with you, make out with you, go home with you, she's not going to make that decision in a logical headspace.
Logical equals no. It's just,
yeah.
It's like when you're going to buy a new car and you logically start thinking about it, and you're thinking about the payments you're going to have to make, and you start thinking about the gas mileage. You always talk yourself into no. But emotionally, that's where you make yes decisions, and talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so when she's in an emotional state of mind, as you can probably imagine, you can just picture the girl that you like, and just picture her, you know, laughing at all your jokes, leaning over, trying to listen to everything you're saying, agreeing with everything you're saying. You know, she's all bubbly when she's dancing, she's very animated. You can just imagine a girl acting like that, and then you can probably absolutely imagine you just taking that girl by the hand, taking her out of the bar, and going home with her and having awesome sex. And the reason that you could imagine that is because when girls are in that emotional, fun, sort of playful state of mind, that's when they're going to be very open to moving a romantic relationship forward. Whether it's, you know, giving out her number, meeting up with you for a date, making out with you, going home with you, all those things are going to happen when she's feeling good emotions, and those good emotions are coming from you. And that's what this key lock sequence does, is that it's all predicated on creating the 3 most important good emotions that a woman needs to feel before she's going to feel good about meeting up with you for a date.
Emotional equals yes. Just think of it that way. If you want to get a yes answer, you've got to first invoke an emotion, and you've got to capitalize on that as quickly as possible, because emotions fade. A woman feels an emotion, but if you don't capitalize on it, sure enough, something else takes her attention away, that emotion fades, and now 2 days later you say, hey, let's hang out, that emotion's gone. Now it's back to a logical question that you're asking her. and logical questions get no. So, below is a video that describes all of this in more detail, and I think that you're really going to sort of be awakened to a lot of different concepts that you might not be thinking of it when you pull out your cell phone and you're like, I'm going to send this girl a text. You might not realize there's a lot of sort of sub-dynamics taking place beyond the surface that when you know this and how this works, a whole sort of new exciting world opens up for you. So watch the video below and let us know what you think.